In this lesson, I will explain to you Introduction to Query Editor in Power BI. Means what is Query Editor, what is the purpose of Query Editor, and why we use Query Editor in Power BI. Here, one more time, I will explain you the workflow of Power BI Desktop. So Power BI Desktop has three phases. One is called the data preparation, second is data modeling, and third is data visualization. So our focus of this chapter is data preparation, but where we do data preparation, we do our data preparation in Query Editor, which is our topic. Suppose if we import our data from a JSON file or CSV file, or suppose from Excel file or databases. So if suppose we have some rows, we want to delete some rows, if we want to add some rows, if we want to remove some columns, or if we have some null values or NA values, if we want to delete that values, then we have to use Query Editor. So our focus is data preparation, and where we do our data preparation, we do our data preparation in Query Editor. So we are going to learn how we import and prepare our data. So here I have made few CSV files, right? These files are saved in the form of CSV, and CSV is comma separated files. So see here in our data we have few blank rows, and after the blank rows we have data. Similarly, we have other sum files. Here in the second file we have NA values. So we will learn all this in Query Editor, how we can delete or clean our data before importing to Power BI Desktop. So this is our Power BI Desktop, and we are going to import our data. So there are two or three different ways. The first very similar way, which we had discussed many times, is the get data. When you will click on get data, you will see Excel file, and these are the data sets or data flows. So if you have some JSON file, here we have save our data in the CSV file. So I will click here, but all these features we will discuss in our course. If you will click on more, then you will have some more options from database or SQL Server or others. So we can also learn the more option. Here we are going to click on CSV file. So now the connection is going to be established between Power BI Desktop and the source file. So these are my three source file. First is population country from 1950 to 1999. Same, but the years are different. We will import one by one. So when you will click here, now again I would say the connection is going to be established between Power BI Desktop and your source file. And it is a big file, so it will take a little time. Now you can see our data is here, and there are three different options. First is cancel, we are not going to cancel. Second is transform data and the load data. Now what is the difference between load and transform data? If I will click on load, suppose in our table or in our query, if we have null values or blank rows, whatever our data is it will import as it is in our Power BI Desktop. But if you want to clean your data first, then you have to click on the transform data. In the oldest versions of Power BI, here instead of transform data, they used to use the word edit. So if you have a edit mode, you can click on edit, but I have transform, so both are same. Here I am going to click load. Why? I will show you. If suppose by mistake you click on load, so do not worry, there is option. You can click on the edit mode. You can go to the transform mode or the edit mode, which I will show you. So again, okay, so now we have our data in Power BI, and these are all the fields or all the column names, right? Okay, now you say, no, I want to edit my data or clean my data. So what you have to do, this is the edit queries mode. So just click on this mode, edit query, and we will first import our remaining two files. Then we will start up our cleaning. So this is the another way. First way is get data and bring your file wherever you have saved. Second is click on the edit query mode, and now you have this new source. So click on this new source button. See, when I will click on this new source, you will see again the same Excel file, SQL Server, analysis services, but here we have again CSV file. So I will import the same way whatever I did before. This time the second query, that is the population from 2000 to 2049. Click here, and this is the query editor mode. We will clean our data here, and then we will import to Power BI desktop. So now you will see our second query will pop up here, and then press OK. See, this is our second data, and here we have NA values, which we will learn in this lesson. Third, again go click on the new source, CSV file, and our third file is population country from 2050 to 2100. So click here, and then again connection is establishing between the Power BI desktop and the source file. And you can see shortly our third query, and then OK. Right, so population country from 1950 to 1999, this is the same, but years are different, and then it starts from 2050 to 2100. So one by one we will see our query, and we will see if we want to clean. See, this seems to be okay, but there are some errors, you can say, or some cleaning we will do later on, but it seems okay so far. Go to the second one. In second one we have NA values, right? If you want to delete all this NA, so there are 2 or 3 different ways. First is go to the home tab. We are on the home tab, and then here you can see remove rows. Click on this remove rows and remove errors, right? Maybe this NA is by errors. When I will click on this remove errors, you will see nothing will happen. Why? Because here I have told you earlier, again I will discuss this in the next lesson, that this is called the data type. So far this is the text data file, and it will consider NA as a text, not an error. That is why nothing happened here. So second way is open this arrow. We will apply a filter. Open this and see here loading. List may be not complete. Load more. If you will click load more, you will see all the country's name. Then you have to find out where is our NA. So we will see that NA, see, you have to find out your NAs. This is my NA. Just deselect this NA and OK. So now see our NA values are gone. Sometimes it happens here, my by default it is selected that this is my header rows, but sometimes if it is not selected, which I will show you by default, then these columns, means the name of the columns or name of the fields, will pop up as a row. But this row, if you want to make the row and the column, so what you have to do, select this row, this one, and then use first row as a header. Click here, your row will convert into header, but in this query we have whatever we need as a column name, right? So do not worry about it. And the second method is, if suppose these column names are here instead of on the column name, suppose if it will appear here or here, so what you have to do, select, go to the transform, same function you can see here, use first row. I will open this for you. There are two options. Use first row as a header, right? So first row, select your first row and click here, so your first row will convert into header, or use header as a first row. If suppose, okay, I will do this one, the second one. So you will see the same column names will come up in the first row. If I will say here see here, this is my location, time, this my first row. So what I did, use header as a first row or use first row as a header. I clicked here, use header as a first row. So this was my header and now it is in the first row. If I will click here, use first row as a header, so now it will convert to my header. So you can see here, and whatever operations or steps I do, you can see here. Change type to, right, I will show you in the next here. If I want to delete something, so what will happen? So this is my third query starting from 2050 to 2011, and here we have null values, or you can say the blank values. So the first way is go to the home tab, remove rows, open this, and here is the remove blank rows, right? You can play with the rest of the option as well. Remove duplicates. If suppose there are some duplicates, it will remove alternate rows, remove bottom rows. Then you can specify from 1 to 10 top rows, or whatever you want, from 190 to 100 bottom rows, it will delete. You can play with this, but here we are remove blank rows. If I will click here on the remove blank rows, you will see these null values are gone now. See what I said, whatever operations we will do here, so you undo and redo you can do from here. If we want back our null values, so just delete it. You will see our null values here. Why I did? Because I'm going to show you another method. Another method is apply filter. Open this and you can see the blank one. Deselect this blank and okay. So now our again blank rows are gone. So see, our these three tables or queries are more or almost same, right? These are the same column names, everything is same, but in the first query our data starts from 1950 to 1999. Second is from 2000 to 2049 and then 2050. So it will be very nice if we will make a new query and we will add 2000 to 49 rows after the 1999, and then after this we can add this is called the append function. What is the append function? We will learn in the next lesson. Meanwhile, please practice it, because practice makes a man perfect. If you have any question, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.